Hi basketball fans, welcome back to the channel. And now nobody's talking about the stat line. Nobody's clipping the highlights. Nobody's leading SportsCenter with her name, but every single time South Carolina needs control. Every time a game starts slipping toward chaos. Every time Dawn Staley wants order, discipline, and winning basketball on the floor, Raven Johnson is there. Before we go any further, hit like, subscribe, and share this video if you respect the parts of the game that don't show up on a scoreboard. Because what Raven Johnson is doing right now is the difference between good teams and championship teams. This isn't a story about points. It's not about triple doubles. It's about something deeper, influence. Raven Johnson plays a brand of basketball that doesn't demand attention, but it commands respect. From the opening possession, she's locked in. Not just on her matchup, but on the entire environment of the game. She's reading body language. She's feeling momentum. She's watching how defenses react, where help is coming from, and which teammate needs confidence at that exact moment. That's basketball intelligence at the highest level. Dawn Staley has always valued guards who think the game before they play it. Raven Johnson doesn't react, she anticipates. She understands that the point guard position isn't about dominating the ball, it's about organizing reality on the floor. When she's out there, everything has structure. Spacing makes sense. Timing is sharp. Possessions have purpose. Defensively, her value is impossible to overstate. Raven Johnson isn't guarding players, she's guarding options. She takes away first reads. She forces scorers into secondary actions. She pushes ball handlers toward help without ever overcommitting. That level of discipline is rare, especially against elite competition. She doesn't reach. She doesn't panic. She doesn't chase highlights. Instead, she stays attached. She bodies cutters. She slides instead of lunging. She absorbs contact and keeps her balance. By the middle of the game, opposing guards are visibly frustrated. Shots that usually feel automatic suddenly feel rushed. Passing lanes feel smaller. Everything takes an extra second, and that extra second is enough for South Carolina's defense to swallow possessions whole. What most fans don't notice is how much communication Raven Johnson provides on that end. She's constantly talking. Calling screens early. Directing switches. Letting teammates know where help is coming from. That communication is the glue that keeps South Carolina's defense elite, possession after possession. Offensively, Johnson's brilliance is subtle but relentless. She understands that tempo wins games. When South Carolina needs to run, she runs it clean. When they need to slow things down, she bleeds the clock without stagnating the offense. She keeps everyone involved, which keeps everyone dangerous. She knows who needs the ball and when. Not just for scoring, but for rhythm. A shooter who hasn't touched the ball in 2 minutes. She'll find them. A post player battling inside? She'll reward the seal. A teammate pressing too hard? She'll take the decision-making burden off them. That emotional intelligence is rare. Raven Johnson doesn't just manage possessions, she manages people. She understands confidence, body language, and flow. She understands when to push a teammate and when to protect them. That's leadership without theatrics. Late in games, her importance becomes undeniable. When the pressure spikes and every mistake feels magnified, Dawn Staley doesn't hesitate. Raven Johnson stays on the floor. Not because she's hot. Not because she's hunting shots. But because she's dependable. She won't turn the ball over. She won't miss an assignment. She won't take a shot that isn't earned. That trust is everything. And it didn't come easy. Raven Johnson earned it by embracing the hardest jobs. By guarding the best player every night. By sacrificing scoring opportunities to make the offense function. By being accountable in film sessions and practice when things weren't perfect. Opposing coaches prepare for South Carolina by studying scorers, but once the game starts, they realize the real issue is control. Their offense doesn't feel comfortable. Their guards don't feel free. Their rhythm never fully arrives. And more often than not, the common denominator is Raven Johnson. She's not chasing headlines. She's not chasing validation. She's chasing wins. Championship programs are built on players who value impact over applause. Players who understand that the game is won in details, angles, timing, communication, discipline. Raven Johnson lives in those details. The box score won't tell her story. Highlights won't capture her influence. But Dawn Staley knows. And as long as South Carolina continues to win the way it does, Raven Johnson's fingerprints will be all over it, even if most people never notice. If you respect players who do the invisible work, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who really understands basketball. Because championships aren't built on noise, they're built on players like Raven Johnson.